All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the continuation of the group play in the Summer Dragon Warrior 2024 Randomizer Tournament. Alongside Ferran Burgundy, I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23, and Bergs, we have a very, very crucial matchup tonight between Cha0sFinale and arnpoly. That's because both of these runners are in the Radiant group, both of them sitting on 2 points on the cusp of trying to make it into the bracket stages, Bergs.
Yeah, that middle of the pack, that nitty-gritty, kind of looking for the wild card in a sense. This is where every second counts, every strike matters, and every battle important.
Now, you look at the numbers right here. Scarlet Shadow with 5 points is already qualified into the bracket stages with those points. You have arnpoly and Cha0sFinale now. This is more of a bigger deal for Cha0sFinale because this is their last game of group play here. They really need to win this one or they will be eliminated from the brackets. arnpoly, if they win it, will be at 3 points with 1 match to go and would have an opportunity to make it to the bracket stages on their last game.
Yeah, very close here. One still game in hand for arnpoly. So, yeah, Chaos is kind of, if you have to make, or if you're going to make a move, now's the time to do so. arnpoly does have that extra game at hand in the group stage, though.
They most certainly do indeed. So right now, anybody's game. It is going to be a quest to find those 3 pieces. You know what they are. The Silver Harp, find that Trading Cave, get the Staff of Rain. Then you got to get the Stones of Sunlight, Erdrick's Token, then find the Jerk Cave, get all 3 traded in to get the Rainbow Drop to gain access into Charlock. So now, Burrs, it's time to find out what we have inside our chests at the start.
Most certainly. Leading off with a Cursed Belt. That can be sold at a town if there's an item shop around. Set of Wings. That means they'll be able to hang on to their magic key that they're about to get here. And despite having a huge 17 MP, no spells of which to utilize. And, oh, well, arnpoly's going to use the wings, and Chaos, doesn't know of it and decides to open the door. So already an early advantage here for arnpoly.
Yeah, that could be costly if we don't find either a key somewhere in a cave or if we don't find Rimaldar fast. So we'll see how that's going to affect Chaos, and immediately gets rudely greeted by a wolf, which is a nice enemy to have, you know, for grinding, but we need a little more strength. Look at that strength. We're at 8 strength. Not good.
Not good at all. At this point, you're definitely looking for the Zone 0 enemies, which all look to be north of the castle. Meanwhile, in the treasury, we have gold. We have another set of wings. We have a torch, and lastly, we have Erdrick's Token.
Yep, one of the 3 pieces of homework needed, and is going to reset now. You saw that arnpoly saved their game, was hoping for another key in there just in case, but since there wasn't a key, he'll go ahead and just reset, get that key back, but that is knowledge. So what he's going to do is, he's going to be looking to get some gold, then go back and get the, be able to buy keys at that point. But until he's got gold, he'll hang on to that key.
And here I thought the object was for our runners to act out a series of words to help you solve a puzzle, but no, that's body language.
That's right. First to $500 wins and moves on to the sweepstakes for a shot at $10,000.
Only because you're here in the booth was I going to bust that out. And Drakey, a little much there for arnpoly in the early going, and Cha0sFinale gets an excellent move.
Wow, that's a
nice
big crit.
After that big strength gain on level 2 of 23. And now already a level 3, 20 more strength. Holy smokes, 7, 8, 4, and hurt more.
That was actually a double level up right there for those 40 big points from the wolf. They had level 4 grants hurt more. It might be level 3. We will see in due time. But that hurt more is going to be a great thing to have against these wolf lords. And already level 5 for Chaos. 7, 8, 1, 4. Yeah, good attack power, good agility. We're still kind of lacking in the HP department. A wizard won't be able to take it down with as little HP as they can, but you know, you could hurt more if you're lucky, but not to be. Chaos sent back to start. Meanwhile, arnpoly is continuing to grind for whatever he can get his hands on, get those level ups. A Magic Drakey back attack, that's not going to help.
Now the experience at 3, now trying to get away, the HP getting lower and lower. And now Cha0sFinale with that hurt more, going to do a little more exploration, but heading in kind of the wrong direction here. At least for the purposes of finding some enemies. Finding a cave, on the other hand, that is the right direction, and a town up above that as well.
Oh, unfortunately, green dragons have hurt more. 1 HP to spare. I don't know about that run. Oh, they have stop spell as well, so they're kind of like the Dragon Lord. And it could be 50-50. Oh, he's going to go for the hurt more. I like this idea. But not to be. They use the hurt more and is sent back to start. Magidrake, he sends arnpoly back to start. And that 61 could have been enough. Green dragons have between 54 and 72 HP, just not to be, unfortunately, for Chaos. So one spot short of the cave, but we did see a town just north of that. So again, that's at least knowledge for Chaos.
And while Chaos doesn't realize it, but if you're Chaos, you are hoping that is Rimeldar, considering the early spending of the key.
There's a Droll. Kaishino Chigeki on the Droll takes it down, gets another 18 points.
Looking for 165 to get to level 6. Meanwhile, first level here for arnpoly, and there's that big 23 power, 3 speed, 4 hit points, 5 magic points, and already now able to do some damage.
And Chaos getting all of the encounters here. Gets the Scorpion down, another 16 points. Getting closer and closer. What do we have in the cave? It is the Trading Cave. A good find here for Chaos. See if he can get to this town, but instead he is stopped by night. Oh, he is back attacked, and he'll have enough to get this hurt more off. It's a guaranteed hit. That's good enough for level 6, Bergs.
3, 3, 1, and 7, and sleep.
Ooh, we have the
towns here.
We have the Twin Cities, but we also have a Wyvern that's going to end his turn because of the back attack. Another enemy encounter is going to prevent him from further exploration. Oh, and Magidrakes have the Wombo combo.
Oh, the Wombo. Sleep and the DL2 breath that does anywhere from 65 to 72 hit points of damage. So arnpoly luckily getting the minimum roll on that Dragon Lord 2 breath, but yeah, it's still deadly when you only have a max HP of 26.
Almost certainly is indeed. So weak play on here. Trolls have the stop spell, and it does block Chaos, and then gets the dodge just to rub salt into the wound here. So level 3 did not have the hurt more. It was level 4. Chaos gets to the first town, and it is Cole.
So we do have a search spot here, 4 steps south of the baths, and this time it has nothing.
It's a zonk. We've got a big nothing burger here. So that cursed belt, that means one of the other 2 search tiles is guaranteed to be in play. He's going to check that second town before checking a shop, and it is Breckenary. Much rejoicing. Yay. So unfortunately for Chaos, did not find Rimeldar or any of the keys, but is going to get this enemy and does find Sherlock. But, ooh, look at this. We have a block.
Oh, it's a river block.
Oh,
there is a bridge.
At least there's a bridge, so we will be able to get there, but it is a windy path. Kind of too bad that it's a windy path because, you know, it could have been a quick healing stop before going into Sherlock before we make that dive. You know, we're still far away from that. We use the sleep spell on the Star Wyvern and can't get the one shot, and it's a 1 sleep turn. Go figure. Gonna try to chop it down. Not enough. No, should have used another hurt more.
Hurt mores on that.
Yeah, he thought his 61 strength was going to be enough, but with 86 strength and 80 agility, you're going to have to do better than that, as now arnpoly knows about the Trading Cave.
It was a bit unfortunate, though, with that 61 strength for Chaos. The damage range for a melee was 5 to 10 hit points, so that was a minimum roll, so
true.
A little unlucky.
But there's no guarantee that even if he max rolled, he would have taken it down because they have 56 to 74 HP. They could have rolled high, and then he would have just been out of luck anyway, but that is a moot point. We do have a small and large shield, magic armor, and full plate, so some nice goodies here, as arnpoly will invest in the shield, the small shield, get another 4 defense points.
Every little bit helps when you're an early-on glass cannon.
arnpoly is going to check the shop here at Breckenary, see if we have maybe a silver shield, maybe a flame sword. No, none of those. It's practically the same item, so this is literally a useless town just to heal up. Not even going to do that.
How disappointing.
Oh, very disappointing indeed. Metal Scorpion now for Chaos. Hurtmore will guarantee take it down. Wolf Lord likewise for arnpoly, as he's got his Hurtmore now. So right now, arnpoly definitely has the edge at the moment. Again, remember, he still has that key now. He knows about Charlotte, but is he going to check? But does find a key. We didn't see this on Chaos side. We'll see if this ends up being important for arnpoly. Level 7, though, for Chaos with 7, 2, 2, 7. Nice full house, but more importantly, heal more.
A much-needed healing spell. Meanwhile, that cave on arnpoly's side, that was the Rainbow Drop Cave, otherwise known as the Jerk Cave. And speaking of jerks, Poltergeist being a jerk with the spell of Hurtmore.
Yeah, that's no bueno. So back to start he goes. arnpoly finds an Armored Knight. I don't think he'll be able to two-shot it because it's going to do more than 26 HP worth of damage. Yeah. Would have been nice.
I feel like that 30 is on the low end.
At that defense, absolutely. Chaos is heading west from start now, hoping he can find something important. Finds a wolf and is just going to save his resources. He'll be able to take that down a couple of shots, get his 40 points. Next level at 600.
Yeah, at that 20 defense, you're looking at about 23 to 47 damage by the Armored Knight. So it was on the low end, but not low enough. Could have survived possibly, but highly unlikely.
Indeed, there, Burgundy, as we've got a heal more use for Chaos as he's now back to start, as is arnpoly. So we'll see if he decides to grind or explore or do a little bit of both. But Chaos is heading east now and maybe head south as well. Because he's got that heal more, he can get through the swamp. You lose 2 HP every swamp tile that you step.
Oh, and here's a town.
Is it Rimmaldar? Nope, it's Oxenus. Now, with the 36 MP, he can heal himself. Now, he only has 38 HP, but at least he can take a look at the spike tile here, provided he doesn't get stopped. The wolf isn't the worst thing in the world.
And Chaos trying to save some MP by meleeing, but is going to use a heal more at the end of this anyway.
Yeah, he might have been better off using a hurt more there, but he'll go ahead, he'll make it to the tile using the heal more right there. And let's take a look. Red Dragon, no bueno. The Fun Police is going to end cast and gets away on 37 agility. Wow.
Agility is just a number. You shouldn't really be able to get away there, but Cha0sFinale does. I'm sure when you need that run, it's not going to happen later. It's just the game is very fickle in that regard.
Blue Dragon not able to escape from this, and 1 HP away from a perfect bid, but it might as well be because they have hurt more as well. Back to start they go.
So arnpoly kind of content to be in this desert just to the southwest to start. Is running into some nice tier 2 enemies here and pretty close to level 6.
Meanwhile, level 8 coming up for Cha0sFinale, and Bergs, let's take a look at the stats are.
1, 6, 1, 3. I mean, I heard the music, but I didn't really see much of a level there.
I mean, the agility is nice. We were pretty low on that, but yeah, other than that, pretty much a nothing burger of a level there. arnpoly back to the castle to refill their magic, I would imagine. Wolf Lord down for Chaos. Next level at 1500, or I beg your pardon, 975. And get a little bit of myself here.
We'll get to 975 close enough here.
That's a dead end. Nothing here at South. Nothing here but
that's
death.
a quick warp back.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually convenient for Chaos. I mean, he would have had to walk all the way back, so that's actually a useful death warp right there. Meanwhile, arnpoly, with the gold that he's got, is now going to buy keys here. He's got 390, so he can buy, I do believe, 4 keys with the cash he currently has. So that, and also check what's in the basement as well.
Yep, it's going to spend 340 of it. and picks up the keys and is now going to head down to the basement.
Right now, Chaos needs to hope that it's like the trade or the freebie cave and it's got like gold or something. Instead, that is grave. That could be very, very important, but it depends on what kind of enemies we got. With a Star Wyvern back attack, that's not going to help arnpoly out. Ooh, gonna go for the Hurtmore. This is risky. If it doesn't do enough, he's sent back. Oh, he got lucky.
Fortune favors the bold and did so there for arnpoly.
Ooh, Warlock's half heal. That's kind of annoying. Check the first 3 chests here, and we've got the sword. Oh, that is so big. Oh, no. Cha0sFinale. He's going to be hurting for quite some time.
Well, the bright side is both runners have hurt more, so already some damage is being done. If it were Erdrick's armor, I think that would be more deleterious. And
here's a new town for Chaos. What do we've got? Oh, he finds Rimuldar.
Advantage negated.
It has been negated indeed, because now Chaos can do the same thing. It'll be easy to get that sword. Now the big 64,000 gold question is this going to be a deep grave situation? Uh-oh, we've got the fun police, and the fun stops for arnpoly right there.
We are not going to find out, at least not yet.
Now, arnpoly's going to hope that that's not required, because that's a nasty enemy set there. We don't know if the Red Dragons have anything nasty. All we know is they have Bite More at this point. But arnpoly's going to go ahead and get a refill on their gold, and they'll be able to buy the maximum number of keys as well. Chaos is also going to check the 2-for-1 special. 2 doors, 1 chest. I'm looking for that key. I want to see the 2-for-1 special. Hey, we got it.
Spend 2 keys to get 1. Meanwhile, arnpoly has enough chests open to set up the treasure chest glitch for a gold grind.
Yep, absolutely. And with that, he can buy the large shield. We've seen that. He can also buy the magic armor, which will refill 1 HP every 4 steps you take. Plus, you have reduced damage against the Hurt and Hurtmore spells. arnpoly will save just in case. And yeah, notice that they only grinded to 8,843 gold. There's no guarantee that there's a silver shield in this seed, at least in arnpoly's mind. So he's only going to grind for enough money to buy what's necessary at this point. I like this play from arnpoly.
Yep, just the necessary. Oh, wow.
Unlucky for Chaos. Rolled a 63, but unfortunately rolled on the upper ended Axe Knights of that 51 to 67 range.
So we're a moment away from seeing a large shield and a magic armor purchase for arnpoly. So pretty well equipped. The best armor money can buy and the second best shield that money can buy.
Yep, and now he can take those 388 golds and he can put it on a gift certificate or he can put it on account.
Classic Wheel of Fortune from 75 till, what was that, about 88 or 87, somewhere in there when they ended that?
87 in the nighttime, 89 in the daytime.
I split the difference. Close enough.
There you go. Meanwhile, we've got Cha0sFinale now with the gold, the newfound keys that he's got. He's going to max out his keys here at Tantagel Castle, and he'll find out about the grave as well, and hopefully be able to pick up Erdrick's sword.
So the finding of Rimuldar, I think, is pretty much put Chaos at least into at least has closed the gap. Maybe not taken it completely given the equipment differential. But
ooh, arnpoly gets the one shot on the werewolf, and Chaos takes care of the Star Wyvern as well, and that's going to be good enough for level 9 now. Let's take a look at what he gets. It's 10 power, 9 agility, 5 HP, and 2 MP. Nice little level there.
Yep, started great and was a little less whelming as the stats went on.
Ooh, another one shot on a Star Wyvern there for Chaos, putting him at 1149. He's 351 from the 1500 needed as he is getting very close to those chests. He has made it. He'll start from the left side. He gets some gold.
More gold?
Yep, it's double gold, and of course the big one, the sword.
And has the gold grind set up right there if you wanted to. Yep, it's just double checking. It doesn't have outside though, but yeah, you have a gold grind already set up there the reverse way.
Yep, so what I think he's probably going to do is he may just ignore those other two chests, and if he does, little does he know, there's red dragons waiting for him, and it would be a wise move. We'll see if he also decides to go back and pick up both the magic armor and a large shield with the cash that he's grinding for.
And yeah, this has been a very don't look now, but the strength has just kind of crept up there. Level 9, 79 strength already with the sword, 119 attack power. Something tells me that as we get into double-digit levels, that strength is going to start to slow down considerably.
Well, I completely expect the strength to flatline as this seed progresses, but right now the way our HP is at 44, we haven't found the death necklace yet. This may not even be a death necklace seed, but of course time will tell.
But while this gold grind is going on, Cha0sFinale losing a little bit of that experience lead. It's now only down to 100 and change.
Now, he grinded up to 16,000. I think I know why he might have done that, Burgundy. He wanted twice as much gold as he needed to buy the magic armor and the large shield. If that's what his decision is, I agree with this play, because little does he know, again, there are red dragons here. There's also a perfect bid.
Perfect bid, wow.
500 golds for that Star Wyvern. But yeah, that's exactly why Cha0s did what he did. Now he still has enough gold that he can buy both items. Or at least he should be able to.
It's going to be a little short.
Right, because you need
700 plus 8, so it'd be 8,500. And I believe Cha0s is down to about 83. Cha0s, where are you going?
He's going back? Interesting play. I'm not a big fan of this. Why do you do the gold grind, take the death, and then just go back into the grave anyway? I'm not in agreement of this play here. Is he grinding for more gold? That's what he's doing.
Getting a bit greedy, Barton.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Cha0s has in mind with the play that he's going after, grinding up to, silver shield money. Now, I don't know if we saw a silver shield in any of the towns that Cha0s has been in that arnpoly has not, but if that's what his intentions are, then, I mean, fine and dandy.
Or maybe just has the heart set on looking for a silver shield that we know isn't there.
Okay, so what had happened last time was he failed to escape, and now he's going back. Is he going to save, I wonder?
I think a save's coming here just to preserve that 15,000 gold before going shopping.
Okay, so that I agree with. But yeah, that explains why Cha0s did the gold grind again. I guess he wanted to get back to silver shield money, and he had tried to escape the first time, but yeah, that Star Wyvern said no dice. So now he's going to save his game. Smart play. Unfortunately, Axe Knights have sleep. Able to awake on that turn, though, is arnpoly, and will finish it off and get the 130 points. And he's only 83 away from level 10. And don't look now, but arnpoly has crept up and caught Cha0s in that experience department.
In fact, has taken roughly 170 experience lead.
So Cha0s is now going to go into Brecconary, and he's going to go shopping now.
Oh no, red dragons with sleep also? I don't think we saw that earlier.
We didn't. It must be a 25% because we hadn't seen it in a few attempts there, or maybe it's 50%.
Well, I mean, Cha0s did get away immediately upon the encounter.
Wombo combo light do the red dragons have? Oh, that could be nasty. Wombo combo lightbergs.
That definitely could be. And now Cha0sFinale a little disappointed with what's there. Pick up the magic armor and large shield and move on along there, Cha0s.
No, he's not going to buy the armor. I guess he's holding on to his money in hopes for that silver shield. We haven't found Garenham yet. So, when we haven't found Caitlin yet, so, it's still on the table. So, I get what Cha0s is doing here, but he's taking a risk.
And even still, suppose you do get over to there. At the moment, you're short about 600 gold, about 570, no, 563.
563. I mean, he may get the gold, you know, just by these encounters. So there's always that situation that could develop as well. Meanwhile, arnpoly looking to finish off the Star Wyvern, which he does. That's going to get him level 10. So he is the first to level 10. Let's see what the numbers are. It's 1. 23 agility.
60!
Bam!
60 HP!
As Ray Combs would say, bam!
That is
60.
a bam.
Yeah, that was a level. Other than the power, that was a major level right there. And all of a sudden, we're at 104 HP. My word. Chaos is back to Rimuldar. Maybe there was one in Rimuldar, and, you know, we hadn't seen it. I don't think we even see. I didn't even see the shop. Let's see if there was a silver shield here. No, there was not a silver shield. So no.
Even if there was, the realization of being just short of gold would have come into play.
Now, arnpoly, I think, is going to give the red dragon a shot here and try to put it to sleep. It is going to be tough to do, but if he can convert it, he should have the resources to take down the dragon. Swing and a miss, unfortunately.
Stop spell.
Oh, the stop spell. Ah, yes.
Yeah, we were so busy popping off over the 60 HP that, oh, by the way, stop spell also earned at level 10.
Yep, and arnpoly can't wake up, and he is under arrest once again. Back to the castle he goes.
You have the right to remain salty. Anything you say cannot be broadcast likely on RPG Limit Break.
You got that right. All right, so Chaos finds a scorpion. We'll just run away from it. There's a green dragon, and he is back attack. Remember, they are the DL1 variant, and now Cha0sFinale knows about the sleep. He's able to get up. What's he going to do? Try to escape, but 52 agility? No. Unfortunately, for Chaos, that means he's going to lose half of his gold. So it does not pay off, unfortunately, for Chaos. Stop spell is successful.
There we go.
Now arnpoly has a real good chance of winning this fight, starting with 23. Now use that sleep spell. Waste your turns there, Red Dragon. Oh, but then gets the good old dodge. Back to back! But then goes for the sleep. That'll work for arnpoly. Finally gets a hit up to 59. Yeah, you waste those turns there, Red Dragon. There's the crit, and that's going to take him down a big 117.
No doubt about it.
Woo! That was a Batista shot if I ever saw one. It's the armor!
And arnpoly going right back into it here.
You know, I don't disagree with this play. If he can get the stop spell off, he can get an easy 350.
Is just 18 away from level 11.
And he's not going to take any chances. He'll play it safe, use the heal more, because they could use bite more and knock him down for the count.
One more attack should do it here.
All right, and that's going to be level 11 now for arnpoly on the numbers.
6, 5, 2, 3, hurt, return, and repel.
Repel getting that repel spell right there, and the return spell also, but this time, unfortunately, arnpoly is back attack, and this could be the end of his turn. And it will be.
Yep.
It's like, so you've got a stop spell, huh? Well, get a load of them by back attack here.
And Chaos is running to those same red dragons out in the overworld, but not yet getting to level 10, not yet having that stop spell, has made it impossible to clear them out.
Yep, does find a Wraith Knight, which will put him at another 56 points, or 72 points. It'll put him a point short.
One short.
Oh, my word. So any enemy, even a slime, would get him level 10. As arnpoly is going to go back for the grind.
It's like hitting 199 on the final fast money question in Family Feud.
Most certainly is indeed. You do hate to see it. Meanwhile, let's talk about Erdrick's Armor. So Erdrick's Armor, not only do you have the same resistance to hurt and hurt more spells, you also have reduced damage to Dragon Breath as Cha0sFinale gets level 10. You heal 1 HP every step that you take. You're also completely resistant to the stop spell. And, you don't take any damage either to the barrier tiles that do 15 HP of damage or the swamp tiles.
It's arguably one of the most broken armors in all of RPG history.
Definitely. Meanwhile, a little pit stop with this wizard here. I'll probably go ahead and take this attack. That's going to be 120 more points. And good enough for level 12. Let's take a look and see what we get here. It's 1, 3, 6, 1.
Of all the levels that were out there, that was the most recent. But given the huge gain at level 10, which Cha0sFinale just obtained, I'd say that's pretty impressive, all things considered.
Unfortunately, Chaos runs into another brick wall. Its name is the Red Dragon. And unfortunately, their stop spells are swinging and a missing.
Yeah, pretty strong resistance to it here is now, well, Chaos trying to get away and not having a lot of luck with it.
And arnpoly has no luck. Does get a green dragon, will escape from it. Stop spell, a welcome sight here. Can he two-shot it here? Yeah, he'll do.
And if I may go off topic for just a moment, I got a notification. The no-hitter for the Astros lost in the 9th, serving up a 2-out homer to Texas Rangers' Corey Seager. No-hitter gone, shutout gone, all in one fell swoop.
Man, that is crazy. You know, the Houston Astros have had so many no-hitters over the last few years. I thought they were going to have another one right there, but the Rangers like, you've had enough no-hitters. Back to the task at hand there is arnpoly continuing to, boy, look at that little island there. That's a big nothing burger if I've ever seen one. Yikes.
I don't know which is worse, having that dead end all the way out there with nothing there, or having that dead end actually lead to something and having a town or cave all the way out there.
Meanwhile, arnpoly a meager 9 points short, and Chaos is going to get sent home by this AK-47. The Armored Knight will send him back.
And yeah, don't look now, but all of a sudden that experience lead for arnpoly has jumped up to over 2,000.
Yeah, right now, the experience that arnpoly is building up on Cha0sFinale, I mean, he is starting to pull away in this race here. He's now going to get level 13 with that kill with 3 power, 1 agility, 6 HP, and 17 big MP plus Radiant. Now, the Radiant spell doesn't have nearly as much usefulness in these flag sets because we do have perma torches on for these runners, so it makes it a little easier to traverse through the caves. It makes it easier for us commentators to figure out what caves they're in at the start.
Yeah, as much as it's a quality of life for newer tournament runners, I think it's a bigger quality of life to the audience and commentators.
Absolutely, indeed. And another successful stop spell for arnpoly here. So yeah, he's having his way with these red dragons here. Now Cha0sFinale's back into Hawksness as well. Let's see if he goes for that stop spell on this red dragon. Well, before he gets to there, we have a skeleton. That's going to stop him just a little bit. So let's see if Chaos can get lucky here with the stop spell. Yes.
Gets it first try.
That's big because he'll be able to get this kill provided he is looking carefully at his HP, and he will get Erdrick's armor.
Meanwhile, arnpoly going over to the blue dragon here in Hawksness and takes it out for a huge 180 experience, darting forward to almost 5,000.
Yeah, he only needs 6 more successful darts, and he could have that perfect 501.
Oh, the 9 darters are not the most impossible thing, but they are certainly a treat when you can get them.
You know, I was watching a YouTube video where somebody back in the mid '80s, the first person to get a 9-darter would get a $100,000 bonus, or £100,000 bonus. I beg your pardon, because it was in the UK. That was crazy.
Oh, very nice crit for arnpoly, but it doesn't take out the red dragon, but is able to there just to sneak another 350 in, and is going to be just about out of resources.
Yeah, he was on the very low range of that critical hit there. 65 to 130. You do as little as half the amount of your current attack power and as much as, I believe, all of it, if I'm not mistaken.
You are, in fact, not mistaken.
All right, so.
But despite being low, it's still nice.
Absolutely here. So Chaos back to the red dragon here. He's at 24-25, so he's up to level 11 now. He gets a couple more of these down, he will have level 12. Unfortunately, Chaos having problems putting this red dragon to sleep. He'll have one more shot, but no.
Nope.
Attack power at 130, meaning 7 to 15 damage we are doing to DL2. I know we're a little early to talk about that because we still have not found the silver harp, nor have we found the stones. Arnpoly, though, has found Rimuldar.
I was going to use the last 2 keys, get one, and then probably go around town to purchase 5 more.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He's got plenty of cash to make that purchase. It is the cheapest to get keys here at Rimuldar than it is back at Tantagel Castle or at Cantlin.
Yep, 53. Why the keys, even though they work the same, they're different prices? Well, I guess it's just market value, but 53 gold here in Rimuldar, 85 in Tantagel, and 98 in Cantlin.
All right, Chaos now at the Jerk Cave. Nothing doing. There's the keys for Arnpoly. Another red dragon. That's another back attack, but it didn't put him to sleep at least, so he'll have at least an opportunity, and it's successful. Now, we do have 80 agility, so you know your odds of running from a red dragon are, what is it, about 40% or something? 35, 40?
Maybe. I never calculated the running odds because the game just decides to take all those numbers and throw them out the window.
Oh, of course, agility is just a number. We all know that, but he is going to try to take this down. I like this play. He'll get his 350 points. Arnpoly going back to start, and again, trying to explore. You know, we're still missing the big one. We still don't know where Garenham is. We still do not know where Freebie Cave is. Still don't know where Tablet Cave is. Still don't know where Mountain Cave is either. And Cantlin's still at large, too.
Cantlin's at large, too. That could have the overworld search spot, which could be essential. Could have the silver harp. Could have the stones of sunlight. So still a lot of locations in play here. But, yeah, right now the advantage is strongly in Arnpoly's favor. I mean, the equipment's the same. The items are the same, but there is that big 2,500 or so experience differential.
Oh, definitely. But look at this. We have finally found a new cave on Chaos side, and there's Mountain.
Well, well.
So this could potentially be a game changer if we find anything of importance here on Chaos side. Now remember, Deep Grave is still a possibility. Our first chest here is Curse Belt, so we guaranteed know coordinates are in play because we had seen a Curse Belt at start.
So now Cantlin is extremely at large.
And it looks like we lost the feed on Chaos for just a moment there, but we've got him back now.
Now Arnpoly going to find the dead end Finger Cove here. Meanwhile, there's the Fighter's Ring. Put that on. That's another 2 attack power.
Every little bit helps. Nothing there, so that means it was either a key or an herb.
I think a key, but I don't know. I haven't seen the inventory in a while. I don't think either of them have really done a lot of herb shopping since having the early heal more. So
just 4.
There's there's an herb that confirms that the other was a key.
Absolutely, it was a key. So 1 chest left to go here in Mountain, and well, just a Druin. And the final chest in Mountain Cave is gold. So unfortunately for Chaos, I mean, he doesn't get any, thing except the fighter's ring. I mean, the fighter's ring, fine and all, but it's not progression. That could have really been nice to get Chaos back into this race.
Meanwhile, over on arnpoly's side, getting level 14, 1077 and heal.
Yep, so only the outside spell is left. It could come in level 15 or level 16.
As the runners are guaranteed to learn all 10 of their spells by level 16. Chaos doing the manual exit of the mountain cave, having not found a lot.
Now, I will say this much, Bergs. Note that our attack power has flatlined over the last several levels. I mean, we're at 131 to Chaos is 128. And look at that HP all of a sudden up to 125. If our strength continues to flatline, let's say our MP kind of flatlines as well, Death Necklace is back on the table.
Well, it certainly is. Another crit here from arnpoly. This time a little bit better, but not as nice, 78. And then another melee, that's another big 350 there.
Yeah, he's really gaining the points here. Unfortunately for Chaos, again, just getting slept on by these red dragons here, and he's going to get slept on yet again. And another successful stop spell for arnpoly. I mean, we could play the pyramid game for the Death Necklace if that ends up being a situation. So we may have the 25,000 gold pyramid yet. It's still a long shot, but you never know. Now, with that long shot, we're going to take you all the way up to level 6, and the Dragon Lord is going to place another secret block.
It took me a second because I was like, all right, with that long shot, and then as soon as she said level 6, I went, oh, he's making a reference to...
Absolutely, I was. And we have simultaneous Fun Police, and they're having fun with both of these runners here, but more fun with Cha0sFinale because it keeps putting it to sleep, and arnpoly gets another 350 points, closing it, and finds Kalen a potential huge find, because again, we know coordinates are here.
And arnpoly just immediately beelining down to where the gentleman is who has those potential coordinates. We see here 50% sleep, 50% fire for the red dragon. Stop spell resistance also 50%. 8 south, 39 east for the coordinates.
He is losing every single coin flip here, Burgundy, and he escapes on his agility. Wow. Cass has been losing like almost every coin flip, while arnpoly's been winning almost every coin flip on that stop spell activation. That's crazy.
RNG is a fickle mistress, to be sure.
It's definitely favoring the favorite. I mean, both of these do have 2 wins, but, arnpoly, is a little bit more of a seasoned veteran at this than Cha0sFinale. I mean, Cha0sFinale, I've seen him do Zelda Randomizer, also Xanadu Randomizer. I'm not sure. This might be his first Dragon Warrior Randomizer tournament. I'm not 100% on that. I could be wrong.
One of the old, Jack of all trades, master of none type scenario.
Of course, when I think
or
of...
maybe master of some. I don't know. I don't know Cha0sFinale like that. I don't want to provide any discrediting information if Cha0sFinale happens to be a master of one particular trade.
Oh, guess who got another successful stop spell off?
Oh, was it arnpoly? You don't say.
You don't say. Now, I want you to remove all the words from the sentence until there are 3 left.
We're just getting all the Tom Kennedy game shows in here at this point.
Yep. Oh, wait a minute. You don't say. I mean, to say the least. Jeez.
You were going to say the least, but I knew what you meant. Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Anyways, Red Dragon, this one will put him 8 points away from level 15. Yeah, I see the
first time viewing with Cards and I on commentary, there are going to be a litany of classic game show references along the way.
Well, you know it, Burgundy. And I see some disappointment in the chat. Some people are stating their disappointment that arnpoly didn't go for radishes in Cantlin.
Well, you know what? I mean, this is a pivotal tournament race. I can understand forgoing some memes because of the importance of said race.
Almost definitely indeed here. Meanwhile, Cha0sFinale once again gets slept on by the red dragon. Now he's out of resources. He does awake. He's trying to finish it off with this attack. Not enough.
The stop spell wouldn't have even mattered. Now arnpoly finding the mountain cave. So the mountain cave not too far from Cantlin, it seems like. It looks like it was somewhat northwest or west of where Cantlin was.
Now Chaos looks like he may be going back to the grave. And you know something? Considering what we have left, I don't disagree with this. Deep Grave could be the play here for Chaos. If he can somehow survive. Now remember, there are red dragons here in this grave. But if he can survive this, and it takes a while for arnpoly to get back there, you know, he could gain a little bit of an edge on him.
Possibly, but yeah, I think at this point the red dragon is nightmare fuel for Chaos here.
Oh, it most certainly is. He's had no luck, while his arnpoly's had all the luck against these red dragons. You can see it's about a 3,500 experience point lead for arnpoly, as Chaos is trying to make this dig possible so he can get these last two chests in the grave. And there's level 15 for arnpoly. We've got 0, 1, 8, 0, a double 0, but more importantly, at 8 HP, yeah, Death Necklace very well could be on the table, especially with the low MP that we have. Let's do some math here. Now, keep in mind that arnpoly just got his ring. He is doing 8 to 16 damage, so he's averaging 12. Now, he has 11 heal mores. He could get some doubles. So, you know, he could do it without the Death Necklace, but he'd be a much bigger favorite with the Death Necklace.
Yeah, 14 attacks with 11 heal mores. You'd have to have at least a double attack. But meanwhile, hey, Silver Harp at grave 4 spot. So that is huge. We'll see how long it takes arnpoly to go back that way.
Yeah, that's a big get there for Cha0sFinale. And if this 5th chest has the stones and arnpoly doesn't get back here at any time soon, we could see a leadership change potentially. I mean, it's still a long shot to be sure because we have Garenham and there's 3 chests there. We also have the Trade-in Cave as well. So, or rather the Freebie Cave, I beg your pardon. But Cha0sFinale is almost at the final chest here. And he gets there, the final chest, just a torch. But more importantly, he does have the Silver Harp. Now, the only problem is he does not have the outside spell. But this Stone Man could send him back. But with all the attack power points it's doing, he could probably get it taken down. And yeah, Hurt Spell. I mean, yeah, you're trying to take a Death Warp. This is like the worst thing you could have. But it is 155 points. He'll take it. And that will be level 13.
So Chaos hoping that outside is with this level, but we know that it's going to just be Radiant.
Yeah, you're not getting outside until level 16.
Oh yeah, that is confirmed at this juncture.
Yeah, Aaron probably didn't get it at level 15, so we now know outside will come at level 16.
Better late than never?
True, and here's a Stone Man now for arnpoly. He's able to escape. I will say this much. I was hoping to do commentary for your race against Rye Guy, because I certainly would have had a lot of fun with it. I did sign up for it. Unfortunately, we didn't have a restream for that, so a shame, but, you know, maybe next time.
Well, you are slightly in luck. Not to give too many things in terms of spoilers, but Rye Guy, unfortunately, about an hour into the race, had a power outage. I was given the option of either taking the W and moving on just by finishing the race, or rescheduling for another time, and we have opted for the latter.
Very nice.
That'll be this coming Friday. I want to say Friday midday.
Well, I'll at least be able to watch it, but
you'll be able to watch it because I think you're working then. But
you are correct. I'll be listening in, though, so it should be a blast one way or the other. But meanwhile, arnpoly has found Garenham, so this is probably going to be good news here for arnpoly, as we do find a key refund. There's a fairy water. And there's the Death Necklace that officially will terminate the Pyramid game tonight.
So I think by process of elimination, the flute would be the coordinate item? Unless there's something that I'm missing?
Now there's, yeah, let's take a look. We have flute and stones left on the table. One of them...
Oh yeah, that's right. The stones. How quickly I forget.
One of them is that coordinate item at 839, as you can see on the screen. And I think the other is going to be the freebie cave. And I think this is the freebie cave right here. This is another continent. Let's take a look. And it's the dragon scale. Oh. Flute must be in Charlock. It's got to be the stones. Has to be the stones.
Oh, that's right. It has to be. Now that we've seen all the things here, so yeah, the stones are going to be the overworld item. We found the harp in grave 4.
Yep. And Chaos gets his MP refilled. Yeah, he's still over 3,000 experience points back. He has found the harp. Now, what his assignment is, he has to find Garanham ASAP. And we saw that Garanham was in between a swamp and a desert tile. So that's what we're going to be seeking on Chaos map. The problem is he keeps running into these red dragons. Look at this. He's not even bothering trying to go for the stop spell. It's just not landing. He's hoping that it just does not use the sleep spell. He's got 58. 92. Hey! He got one down. Let's go. Very nicely done there for Chaos.
And arnpoly starting the count.
Unfortunately, the Star Wyvern saying, "Stop the count!"
And hold the clock.
Yep. Anyways, a blue dragon. Run fails from it on 85 agility, because why not? All right, Star Wyvern down for Chaos as arnpoly continues to count those coordinates here in the overworld and is approaching his 8 south 39 east situation. Runs into a green dragon. Not even going to bother attacking it. Does not want the 130 experience points that come with it, or 135. There's the stones.
There's stones.
So right now, arnpoly needs to go back to the grave. Chaos, meanwhile, is back to the trading cave. He'll get his Staff of Rain.
I think arnpoly has found just about everything else at this point. So I believe the only spot left is the grave here.
Yeah, and he knows it.
Yeah, he is beelining there.
Yeah, all he has to do is get to the 4th chest, and he'll have it. Again, but again, the problem is he does not have that outside spell. So he, too, is either going to have to find a way to Death Warp or just make that long walk back. So he would love to see a red dragon.
I was going to say, at 8157, not quite in the walk and brawl position to be able to get the level while making the trek.
No. So we did talk about the Dragon Scale. That gains you 2 defensive points when you put it on. Now, both with the ring and the scale, if you do sell it off at 1 point, to clear your inventory, as long as you have equipped it at any time, you will continue to enjoy its benefits.
Same with the fighter's ring, yes. Yeah, it's not as long of a walk back from chest 4. That is a good point made in chat. And there is the harp.
Yep, and arnpoly is now officially in grind and go mode. In fact, he could be in go mode right now. He may take a shot at it with his current stats. I mean, he definitely has the resources to make this work. And he could also use the death necklace if he really wanted to. For those who don't know, the death necklace in the randomizer will give you 10 additional attack power points at the cost of 25% of your maximum HP. So at this juncture, he'd be at about 100, 101 HP if he were to put on the death necklace, and he would be dealing 10 to 21 damage on DL2.
An average of 11 attacks, which with 11 heal mores, if you go down there with full resources, looks pretty winnable.
Yeah, when you're averaging 15 and a half, yeah, the math would definitely be there if you put it on. He could also forego putting it on, and because with 133 HP, you have a good chance of rolling some doubles at that point. Now, one thing you should keep in mind is that his defense is at 82, which means it could melee for up to 49. So that's something you got to keep in mind if it comes down to that at any point in the fight.
double checking, making sure that that dragon scale is equipped.
And he'll get his Staff of Rain, so all he has to do is go back to the Jerk Cave. He'll get his Rainbow Drop, get all healed up, and then be on his way to the Big C, Charlock. And his spells, they are just not working. I mean, he does get the green dragon down, but he ended up taking 2 Hurtmores to do it, and it was still not enough to one-shot it to add salt to the wound. Let's see if arnpoly goes for the attack. No, he's just trying to run away. He's got his numbers. If he didn't think level 15 was enough, he would have taken that red dragon down. Right now, his focus is on just get healed up, get the rainbow drop, make the way to Charlock.
Yeah, it all seems to be coming together here. arnpoly convinced that level 15 is the go level.
And meanwhile, Chaos continuing to have no fun with the fun police here and is put to sleep again. You notice he's not even bothering with the stop spell, considering how nothing has landed on his side. Unfortunately, he does awake, luckily, on that turn, and still not enough to take it down. Are you kidding me? Rolled high, and that attack rolled low. This'll do it. Yep. We're looking at under 70 minutes here for arnpoly, provided that everything goes well. He has his rainbow drop, and he's on his way to the Big C. Chaos, meanwhile, is stones short of being able to get his rainbow drop. Again, stones are the coordinates here, and unfortunately for Chaos, he has not found Cantlin yet.
So there we go. Just under 55 and a half minutes in. arnpoly, the first into Charlock, and is getting a nice walk here through the lobby.
By the way, did you notice that Swamp Island Sparkle Bridge? We had the bridge, 1 swamp tile to the left, and 2 swamp tiles to the right. Unfortunately, it gets back attacked by, of all things, a golem, because, hey, it's a wall of stone. Why not?
Yeah, of course it moves faster than you do. Make it make sense.
I know, right? I mean, if you've heard my commentary in this tournament so far, anytime you run fail from a stone man, I have always been calling it the Rye Guy special, because I've watched plenty of his runs.
As have I. That's, I think, part of what makes Rye Guy and I racing each other so good, because we're pretty similar in our play style, similar in our demeanors, similar in our strings of obscenities towards the game.
That time
what do you mean we never get a restream? I wonder why. Right?
Well, there's red dragons here. I mean, they still exist. Ooh, finally a miss on the stop spell for arnpoly. And 2 misses in a row, so here we go.
Oh, no, here we go.
Yeah, he's going to definitely lose some resources here if he can't get asleep quick enough. I mean, this is kind of getting a little dicey. He's able to escape, though, but that was getting dicey. He's going to need a nice long walk on, unfortunately, another fun police, and doesn't escape.
I like that arnpoly, well, at least was saving 2 MP, just in case, say, that the Guardian was a red dragon, but a lot of them down here, maybe 16 is the way to go here.
I mean, it's hard to say. It depends on the kind of dive that you have. You know, we call it Charluck for a reason.
This is also true. Already in basement number 4 of 7.
Blue Dragon, not nearly as threatening, is able to escape. And Chaos looks like is counting down coordinates. He must have found Cantlin while we were talking about arnpoly's Red Dragon episode there, as we have found the U.
Correct. Cha0sFinale did find the coordinates and is now trying to count them out here. Just has to go down around this body of water here.
Now, I forgot these guys exist. Armored Knights. It's hard to run away from them, too. But he's able to escape from that one and has made it to the bottom floor of Charlock.
Back attacked by a stone man.
It's a block of stone. That's too good. Uh-oh, AK-47 here for arnpoly is able to escape from that one. And remember that these guys have Wombo Combo Light, these Armored Knights, but Chaos does get it for 130 points. Another Armored Knight for arnpoly, and this time is not able to escape as Chaos back into Rimmeldar.
Probably just trying to top off the resources because they've been trained so considerably and having trouble getting away from the Armored Knight. Finally does so as arnpoly. Oh, but look, there's another one in the desert.
It's like, guess who? Me again, and this could cost him. Oh boy, he's gonna have to use an herb or two. Now they'll use a couple.
And our guardian before the Dragon Lord is a blue dragon.
That is fine. These runners will take a blue dragon. I mean, yeah, they've got hurt more, which is kind of annoying, but, you know, better than the Reds. But that's not good.
Also.
Oh, no. That's going to cost him a heal more. Now it's getting a little bit of dicey, and it's going to be decision time for arnpoly if he decides to go for that death necklace.
And of course, as soon as the stop spell hits, nothing but melees.
Yep, because the game knows. Now, I will say this, but oh no!
Oh, dodge! But tries to heal more.
That was close. They could have went for the attack and sent him back to start. He's going to use a heal, which, I mean, that's fine. You use a couple of heals because, you're still going to have 10 heal mores for this fight. arnpoly, in my opinion, is still a favorite to win, but now it's not nearly as guaranteed as it could have been. So that was a rough dive there for arnpoly, a rough basement, I should say. But he still has a chance. He is a favorite to win this race and get to 3-2 with one race left to go in his group. Here we go.
Is going to throw the death necklace on.
Yeah, I agree with this play. Considering, you've got 10 heals, there's no guarantee that you're going to get doubles. Not a bad play. He's got 100 HP, so, he's covered the spread. But again, keep in mind, 49 is what DL2 can punch for, so keep that in mind. Unfortunately, it's just nothing but hurt mores. And luckily, it left him with 51 HP, so we'll be able to get it down there with the overkill of a finish there. As Chaos finally finds Garanham, does get the first strike. That's a big first strike there. We're starting with 15.
But does lose that opening double. We'll see if that comes into play.
Very well could. 14 takes us to 29. So these are a little bit below average here. He really wants to be rolling about 15 and a half here. That's 43. Still below average here for arnpoly. Needs some better rolls than this.
Ever so slightly below average.
Still, he's up to 57. I mean, if he keeps rolling like this, he's in the ball game, but it's getting a little bit dicey. Oh, and that's a bad roll, a 68 now.
No insurance markers here for these bad rolls, but there's an 18 to help make up for it.
Yeah, much better there with the 18. That puts him at 86. 150 to 165 is what we need. He's now at 105. That's a good roll.
He needs to be a high roller at this point to get through this.
You bet your booties. Oh, 48. This is a risk. 123. It's a risk. It's a perfect bid.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
And Chaos did not get the stones, is actually going to rescue the princess.
Probably was having a tough time trying to count those coordinates on the overworld, but yeah, that Dragon Lord with the 500 golds there is going to buy Chaos some time. arnpoly still has the advantage, but all of a sudden, the gap has closed considerably, Bergs.
Oh, this has gotten a little bit more interesting here. And with this blue dragon, Cha0sFinale will be up to level 15 as well.
Yeah, they'll both be at the same level here, and with the troubles that arnpoly had on that dive, this is not going to be free again for arnpoly. Cha0s is very much alive in this race. It's just a matter of how long is it going to take him, to get his stones, trade them in, get his rainbow drop, and then make the dive. He could be at level 16 by the time he has all of this completed. And you said it earlier there, Bergs. Level 16 could be the level of safety, as it were.
And a good point made in chat. A bigger problem for arnpoly, now having to dive Charlock with 33 fewer HP.
Yeah, that's correct, because when you put on the death necklace, it is permanently on unless you... Which town is it where you can get the death necklace removed? I forget. Breckenary. Of course, once you take it off, it is gone for good, so you got to use it wisely. And also, if you die with the death necklace on, the king just throws you out, saying, "Thou hast failed, and thou art cursed. Leave at once."
Not a fan of having cursed individuals around, so the princess has been rescued on the side of Cha0sFinale.
Yep, so now he can use Gwaelin's Love, that's the GPS as we like to call it, to determine what the coordinates are from the castle. So he's definitely going to use it so he can get his stones. And arnpoly, his second attempt now at Charlock.
The Gwaelin positioning system, because she tells you where she is, or where you are in relation to her, because it's all about her.
Right. That's why you have to say yes, otherwise she keeps saying, "But thou must, but thou must, but thou must."
Very needy and insisting. Well, I guess Miss Piggy did preclude Dragon Warrior, so maybe one inspired the other. I don't know.
It could be. There's always that possibility. I could totally see Miss Piggy being the inspiration to Gwaelin in this game. I mean, the timeline fits, so I can see it.
I was about to ask Riley what their favorite part of DW Randomizer was tonight, but I don't think we should go there.
Nah, that we'll save that for another program.
Too many timelines here. But Cha0sFinale is right. I think is a little too far to the right.
Yep, just a little bit. He's close though.
Yep, 1 down, 3 to the left.
Nope, that's too much. And here comes the red dragons. And he did use the stop spell, luckily, but can't run away from it. It's going to cost him a resource unless he keeps using sleep, of course. Yep, you got to go 1-up, bud. There you go, Chaos. You got your stones. Run blocked again, but it continues to use sleep. So, it's buying arnpoly time. But how many run fails in a row is that? I have not been keeping track, and I wish I was.
Too many.
Because I would be doing my auctioneer's voice. Well, now it's a moot point. Well, or is it? I guess it is. I'll tell you what.
Go take a gander back at it here. Get a little instant replay.
I will say this much. One more failed dive. Chaos is back in this. As long as he remembers where the jerk cave is, he's there.
Well, it was at least 4 run fails as I'm looking back at it.
Felt like about 6.
There's the 5th. There's the 6th. There's the 7th. And I believe, yeah, after the 7th try. So yeah, 7 run fails in that one battle.
Dang, a septuple run fail on Red Dragons on 85 agility. Again, if Rye Guy was here in the commentator's booth, he would have fun calling that. I can assure you.
There's a reason that Rye Guy and I haven't called a race together, probably because we'd need to be on about a 35-second delay.
Right. I would enjoy it very, very much, believe me. And I told the same thing. I said, if we were on commentary together, I think we'd have a lot of fun with it. Anyways, back to the race in hand. We've got arnpoly back in the spike tile, and Cha0s is now on his way to Sherlock. So right now, at this point, if arnpoly fails this fight again for whatever reason, Cha0s has the advantage. So anybody's game at this point.
Well, does throw a stop spell onto the blue dragon here.
Yeah, because
look at that. The experience is 1 apart at the immediate moment here.
Wow.
Yeah. Now it's 179.
Yeah, both more, is the situation, because you got to throw that stop spell when blue dragons have both more. So he's in the same situation he was in the last race. 10 heal mores. Starts with 29 and a hurt more, no bueno. He has 3 herbs left, another hurt more. So again, not getting the RNG desired. Still another hurt more, and he's down to 1 herb now. So things are getting a little dicey, and the Dragon Lord is just not cooperating. This is not guaranteed, especially if he gets back attack. There's the stop spell. Get some big rolls, so he again needs the first strike. If he gets back attacked, this is all of a sudden not free. He does get the first strike, starting with 11. Oh, bad roll though. Oh, and that is tempting to go on 28, but he's like, I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. 22.
This is dicey here again. More low rolls, and Cha0s is entering Sherlock.
Yeah, Cha0s could take the lead if arnpoly fails this fight. There's the roll he needed, 56. That was a max roll. There we go, 74.
Starting to go above average here.
Yeah, he needs to continue that trend so that he can win this fight. 89, so more average there. And there's that max melee that we were talking about. 109 there. He's getting some good rolls. This is going to save him. $127. Yeah, he's looking great. In fact, yeah, he could min roll the rest of the way. He's there as long as he doesn't miss menu. 145. Yeah, he is in great shape. 2 more attacks should do it. Maybe 1. $159. Nope. This'll do it though. But just to be safe, he is going to use his heal more because he probably wasn't counting.
And this swing will get it done.
Yep. So get your GGs out for arnpoly. It wasn't pretty, but he got the job done, and he will go to 3-2 in group play with 1 more race left to go to put him in position to make it to the brackets, Bergs.
As you said, it doesn't matter how. Sometimes it just matters how many. And in this case, 3-2 is the final here, as the official race time, 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 3 seconds.
Yep, that was a solid performance there. Got a little bit too aggressive maybe on that first Dragon Lord fight, swinging on 48, considering he was probably ahead with those high rolls. But he thought he wasn't going to get that 1 in 8 chance, and hey, game knows. But in the end, didn't matter. It's just a footnote. arnpoly wins, so GG's Tim. I'll tell you what, Cha0s put up a good effort, but that exploration that arnpoly had, that early exploration, and just getting that grind on the Red Dragons, those 2 factors, just the bad luck on the Red Dragons and just not good enough exploration. Those were the two differences right there in this game.
Oh, most certainly. And I'm on the fence with it. At that point, only having 10 heal mores, I think you had to go Death Necklace there just because the reliance upon on doubles, that's where it gets really dicey.
Yeah, because again, could melee for up to 49. We saw that 49 show up on arnpoly's fight there. So, yeah. Unfortunately for Cha0s, Red Dragon, which has been the bane of his existence the entire night, takes him down again. He's going to continue, though. He's not going to give up.
Well, I think just looked at the race room, threw the GG and the forfeit, and that looks to be that. Does not want to do another dive, and certainly understandable.
And we do have our winner, arnpoly, here in the commentators booth with us. GG, congratulations. That one's going to put you at 3-2 in your group and put you very much alive and well for the brackets with a win in your final game. How are you feeling?
Stressed? Is that fair to say?
Absolutely. But I will say this much. A couple of things went your way in this race, as we do also have Cha0sFinale here in the commentators booth with us. A valiant effort. You know what? It was one more bad Dragon Lord fight away, and Cha0s, you might have had a shot, but the Red Dragons, they were your nemesis tonight. The Fun Police gave you no fun.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't just the Red Dragons, though. I feel like just the dragons in general were just jerks, absolute jerks. Every single one of them.
I mean, you had a lot of bad luck, and arnpoly had a lot of good luck. Let me tell you something. You landing stop spells on those Red Dragons when you were grinding in Hog's Nest, you were just hitting them and hitting them and hitting them and hitting them and hitting them. You were getting your 350s left and right. Yeah, Cha0s, arnpoly built about a 3,000 experience point lead on you at Hog's Nest. He did a Red Dragon grind after he got Erdrick's armor there. You got yours as well. But it's just the experienced advantage, you know, the bad luck on the Red Dragons. I mean, you did get these stones, not the stones, rather, but the harp. You did get the harp before arnpoly did the grave dive. So, you know, that was going for you, but you did have some trouble counting the coordinates, so you ended up rescuing Gwalen to get that. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, the stones weren't going to make a difference there. The GPS wasn't going to make a difference there. It's just arnpoly, you know, his exploration a little bit better than yours, Cha0s, and of course, he just had much better luck on Red Dragons, except for one, which we're going to talk about right now, arnpoly, and that was the one in Charlotte. You had a septuple run fail on a Red Dragon with that 85 agility. It was just nasty. But despite the fact that you had that, you still were able to keep all of your resources intact. That is until, of course, we find out that Blue Dragons have both more.
Yeah, I knew they had hurt more because I got hurt more by them quite a bit. And then it wasn't until the spy tile fight that I'm like, oh, they have, I need to stop spell these guys too.
Yep, and you still had a chance to win on the first attempt at the Dragon Lord. I mean, you got the first strike. Your rolls were kind of a little bit meh. You were starting to roll big, but the 48 swings, you see 161 HP was needed to beat DL2 tonight. That swing on 48, unfortunately, that 1 in 8 chance hit you there. What were your thoughts when that happened?
That it was a terrible idea because I was probably fine. I did feel like I was running low. I bet chat was just infuriated.
Oh, yeah, there was.
It had to have been. And
they were.
It's warranted. I'm sorry, chat. Yep. I failed you all.
Now, you weren't the only one that had a failure in this race. Cha0s. You know, we had wings in the chest at start. You could have used those wings and saved your key there, and then you could have bought some more keys right away. But the good news for you, in the grand scheme of things, it didn't burn you at the end because arnpoly didn't really check what was in the basement until much later, anyways. And then you ended up finding your own key. You found Rimuldar, so. In the end, that kind of ended up as a wash, in my opinion. But yeah, just a couple of things. I think arnpoly, you know, he had that good grind on the Red Dragons, good luck on them, better exploration, and you just had bad luck on Red Dragons. I mean, if the tables are flipped in terms of Red Dragon luck, maybe you come out on top, Cha0s.
Yeah, I mean, I had the thought crossed my mind to grind at Hawksness after I picked up the armor, but then I mean, like, I'm sure as everyone saw there, like, even up to that point, even before I could start fighting them, I was just having absolutely no luck with them. So I'm like, you know what? Oxus is not that far from the castle. If I need to grind, I know exactly where it is. I'll just come back to it later. Because I actually went back onto the tile to try to fight one, and I think I ended up dying. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna skip it for now.
Yeah, I did kind of the same thing. I found it, I think, at level 9. I went up at first and found the 2 towns and found the Harp Cave and the Jerk Cave and went up that. And I didn't find it till quite a bit later. And I felt like I was pretty close at level 9. And then I realized that I was going to have to stop spell it. And I'm like, well, all I really need is some HP and stop spell, and I think I can start grinding on these things. And then, then level 10 came with 60 HP and stop spell.
Yeah, that was
huge. Just what the doctor ordered. It timed it very well. I think that was very fortunate for me that I was already kind of had it on my brain because I was just short points-wise of getting to that big level. And then once I hit, and I had exactly what I needed, I knew it was grind time. And I camped out there for quite a bit.
Yeah, the grind just absolutely worked out for you. And again, big congratulations, arnpoly. That puts you in a very important situation again with that 3rd win with 1 game left to play. And who do you got in that final game?
Stags, a rematch from 3 years ago. This time with much bigger stakes.
Oh, absolutely, because we're looking at the stats right here. Stags right now has 2 games left to play, so Stags has to beat you, arnpoly, to keep their hopes alive in making into the brackets, because they could get to as many as 4 points. Cobra, though, still has 3 left to play. They could get to as much as 5, so you really want to get to that 4, knowing who you have left as competition in this Radiant group here. So a win would go a long ways for you into making to the brackets. So GG's to you. Cha0s, just some rough luck there. You needed this win to keep your chances alive. You came up a little short, but you did play pretty well in this tournament. You picking up a couple wins.
Yeah, I'm not too upset about it. Honestly, it was 2 wins more than I thought I was going to get. I only started playing the randomizer about 2 months ago. Roughly.
Yeah, and the fact that you're brand new to this, you just started a couple months ago, and you're in a big summer league tournament with some of the best players in the field, and the fact that you got a couple wins, hey, that's pretty good. That just means you go up from there, you come back next year, and you'll be even stronger.
That's the idea.
You got it in you. I'm ready to see it.
Thanks. GG again, by the way.
Yeah, same to you. Good race.
Bergs, any final questions or thoughts for these 2?
No, I think that pretty much covered it. I saw somebody in chat had mentioned the crit on the wolf early on that got not 1 but 2 levels. That was pretty significant because I think that was what clinched the early hurt more.
That's right, for Cha0s, they're getting that early crit to get the double level up there on that wolf. Yeah, that was very huge. Put him in an early experience point lead at that point. But not meant to be for cha0sFinale, but was meant to be for arnpoly. 1 win away from having an excellent opportunity at making it to the bracket stages. For now, that's going to wrap up our coverage here on RPG Limit Break. But before we go, I do want to thank everybody for watching and also our trackers. Who was it? Jeevan? Jeevan for our tracker.
Yeah, Jeevan. We were supposed to have 2, but we were all supposed to have a pair of races going on. So
absolutely. So thank you very much, Jeevan. Of course, our restreamer, High Spirits. Thank you very much for the restream. And of course, my commentator partner, Ferran Burgundy. As always, a pleasure doing commentary with you, my friend.
Oh, goodness. It's a blast every time, whether it's this, whether it's Zelda, whether it's Smash TV. Man, we've covered a lot of stuff, haven't we? We most certainly have indeed. But thank you very much for watching tonight. We're going to send you over to Final Fantasy Randomizer. We've got a Final Fantasy Randomizer race coming up. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to watching that. So we're going to send you over there. But until then, I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. He's Ferran Burgundy. Have a great rest of your evening, and we will see you again tomorrow night for more exciting coverage of the Dragon Warrior Summer 2024 Randomizer Tournament. Good night, everybody.